Hey guys, we are on our way home from convention and we're still in Utah, right?
We're in Utah.
We're still in Utah, so you can see how pretty it is where we are here, surrounded by beauty. But anyway, we thought it'd be fun to do a recap while everything is still fresh in our minds and in our hearts, and just share with you some of the feelings that we have. So this is my third convention, and this is Mike's first convention. What I love about going to convention is you really get to know the heart of doTERRA, how they love to serve, how they want to make a global impact, why we're doing co-impact sourcing. We don't have to do it that way. We could do it by, and I posted this somewhere, but we could do it commercially on our own, and it would be so much easier.
And cheaper.
And cheaper.
It would be much cheaper, much more cost effective. We would probably, the profits would be much higher, but that's not the culture or the character of doTERRA.
Right.
It is a company that is there to serve, and that's what really stuck with me, was that it's just their culture through and through, to serve and to bless others and to give them a hand up and pull those countries and those communities that are in impoverished nations, give them a hand up and pull them out of that poverty. So that's what really impressed me, is just and I knew that before going in. I guess I didn't think about the extent of which the hard work it takes to actually do that. How hard it is to actually go well above fair trade.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of my takeaway from it.
Yep.
From that part of it anyway.
So it's neat to be there and see that and hear about that firsthand. The other thing that I wanted to say is convention is not just for wellness advocates or people doing the business. Most of the people that are there are customers. So you do not have to be doing the business to go to convention. And if you think this is something that you would like to come to next year, start planning for it now. And I guarantee you will love it. A lot of people come because they want to learn, more about the oils, more about the science, more about doTERRA, just be in that culture, be in the environment. So definitely keep that in mind if you think that that's something that you would like to do. And there are some people there that aren't even customers yet, and they're with other multi-level marketing companies, and they want to see how doTERRA does it, because we are like the number one multi-level marketing company. And so people want to learn how we're doing that and how we got to be number one. So another thing that I would like to put out there is that post-convention is going to be happening very soon. And again, anybody can go. So if you want to learn more about the new products and be able to get your hands on that convention box, you need to go to post-convention. So first,
they're free.
Oh, yeah.
They're free.
They're free. They are free.
And they give away a lot of stuff.
Yes. Yep. They do tons of giveaways, and they're all over. So most of our customers are in Buena Vista. So we have ours coming up in Denver on October 8th. Okay. So real soon, mark your calendar, because Emily Wright is going to be there. I think she's only going to 3 of them, so we have the list here. And Denver is one of them. So that is huge. I'm so excited for that. So, and then there's also one in Milwaukee. So Milwaukee is October 10th. And Austin Ruff is going to be there. And I think the other one in Wisconsin. I was thinking there was another one somewhere in Wisconsin. But you guys can go find the list online, okay? And you need to register. So you have to just go to doTERRA's website, www.doTERRA.com, and look up post-convention. And then you'll find out where they are. So they are all over. I think I have a map here that you guys can maybe see. I don't know if you can see that or not. But anyways, they're in lots of different states. So I'm sure there's one near you. So for all over, our customers all over, go check that out. All right, so other highlights.
Well, another thing that stuck out to me was just the I would say a good 50% of the convention was really based on how we're serving other people, how all the other wellness advocates are serving people, co-impact sourcing, and how that initiative is serving people around the world and blessing people around the world. And then the other, I would say, 25 to 30% was really based on the science. We had Huntsman Cancer Institute speaking there about how they're utilizing essential oils with cancer patients. That's huge. And they're using and choosing doTERRA oils because, bar none, they are the best oils on the market. It's just proven that's the case. The other ones that were really interesting to me were Roseman University Medical Center, Medical Institute, and School of Pharmacology was there, and they on their own did an independent study on essential oils. They were doing studies on all sorts of essential oils. They came to find out that the only essential oils that they could consistently find that would work were doTERRA's, and they really tested just about every oil on the market, including our largest competitors. So that was really interesting to me, that they found that we were just consistent batch after batch after batch, and the efficacy and how they worked astonished them. And they came to us and they said, hey, we would like to present our findings at your next convention. And that was just last year. So that was one thing that really stuck out to me, was just the quality and purity and the studies that back that up. So that was one thing.
Yeah.
Another thing that I had.
Another thing too is that we own, or what is it? We have rights, or the 96% to the sourcing.
So when people ask, are our oils different than any other oils on the market? Well, the answer is yes. One, because we own the sourcing for the most part to those
96%
to those oils. So 96% of our oils are exclusive to doTERRA. So we are the only ones who have access to those oils in that market.
Yeah.
So.
Which also means that we're not going to run out of oils. So it's our supply, and it's a sustainable resource. So we're never going to run out, basically. They talked a lot about frankincense too. They are working a lot with the trees and making sure that those are sustainable and that the harvesting is done right. What else did she say about frankincense?
Yeah, well, they invested $56 million into that particular area in Somaliland, Oman, and the Middle East, to ensure that we are, one, getting quality frankincense resin from the trees, but also that it's being done in a sustainable way, that in 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 years, we're still going to have the same number of trees that are just as healthy as we do today. And so that's kind of the impetus behind that.
Didn't they buy
endeavor.
land to plant new trees? Because she showed that picture.
Yeah, large plots of land that they are handing over and giving to the harvesters and farmers in that area. So that is land that was bought by us and given to the farmers in that area.
What else would you say was they do a lot with the going over to, was it Kenya, where they were teaching the girls how to keep track of their menstrual cycle?
That's in Haiti.
That's in Haiti.
Haiti,
okay.
The sex trafficking is extremely high. So,
yeah. So doTERRA is very passionate about stopping sex trafficking, and obviously they want it to end. And so they partner up with OUR, and that's Operation Underground Railroad, and they go and they rescue girls, and they do like undercover operations, and they bust people basically.
And all over the world too. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is all over the world.
But then another thing that they're doing too is they are teaching the girls through bracelets that they make to track their menstrual cycle, so they know when they can get pregnant, because that's something that they don't even know there. They don't have that education. And so if they can, stop the multiple, pregnancies basically.
Pregnancies,
right.
They keep their babies, and they should, obviously, but if they can do things to prevent those pregnancies, and that's kind of what these bracelets are doing, is so they know when ovulation is and all of that kind of stuff. So that was kind of
and they feel like that's going to help end poverty too, as well. If they can stop that, that could possibly end poverty. So talked a lot about that. It was really cool having Hugh Jackman come it's Jackman, right?
Yeah.
I say his last name right. As the keynote speaker. So he was awesome. He performed, and he also sat down and talked with us. So go check that out. The whole thing is live on Oil Powered Pear Facebook page. We could only record it one place because we had poor service with our other phone. So that was super cool just to hear his heart and how he likes to give back, and how he's partnering. Who does he? Oh, he does coffee. He's got coffee beans.
Yep.
And every penny that he makes through this coffee company goes back to the people. I forget where it was.
In Northern Africa, Guatemala, and I believe Haiti as well. So several different locations that he has this company, and he is doing kind of the same thing, the idea, the same co-impact sourcing model. And he was just extremely impressed, obviously, by how doTERRA does business. So that was another thing. One last thing from my standpoint was, obviously they're making a huge initiative in revolutionizing healthcare across the world, and we lost our network connection.
It says low network.
So anyway, Prime Meridian clinics are going to be popping up. The first one is in Utah and right in Provo. And then we have 3 or 4 other cities that
Nashville, Tennessee is one, and then another city.
2 more cities.
One more in Utah.
And then so those will start to pop up over the next few years, and these are we'll get some more information to you on these. These are completely separate entity, obviously backed by doTERRA, but a completely separate entity.
But it's integrated healthcare. Right. So they have chiropractors there.
They'll have acupunctures
there.
MDs. They're doing.
But they spend a half hour minimum with you, so that they can really get to know what the root of your problem is, and not just spend like 7 minutes, which is the average time that a doctor will spend with their patient is 7 minutes. Okay, so their appointment is minimum half hour. Sometimes they can go to an hour, so that they can get to know who you are and really work on solving, you know, what the health issue
Any
is.
root problems.
The root,
Yeah.
so that'll be fun to see. What else would
That'll
you
come
say
to-
was
Um,
good there?
Oh man, I mean, it was
New
just
products are awesome.
Yeah, I mean, all the new products are fantastic. I mean, there's just great new products, great new oils. Some really neat oils for heart health, cholesterol. I'm thinking of the yarrow palm oil. Learned a lot about that. Magnolia, great for sleeping. I think that's going to be a one of them that we're going to love in our home.
Yeah.
So just a lot of great products. We love the kids line. It's just so well done. And the dilution is perfect for kiddos. So really excited about that. I don't know. It was just a really good convention. Really happy that we were able to go, and excited to show these products to you guys, our customers, and then also really just spreading the word about natural health care and about taking control of your health care, and how that's going to be the new wave in medical care. So anyway, that's
the other thing too is the vets. They're having a new veterinarian advisory board.
Right.
So that'll be fun to see what they,
I'm sure they'll be coming out with a bunch of publications on how to utilize essential oils safely and effectively with your pets, cats, dogs, horses, ferrets, pigs, whatever you have. So.
All right, guys, I think that's about it. Go check out, I posted a lot on our Facebook page and on Instagram. So I was kind of trying to post all over the place. So go, there's definitely live videos too of the science. There's some on here. If you want to learn about the pathways of the essential oils, and that's really what they found out too. That was key with our competitors, is that their oils do not they don't use the same pathway, right? They can't be accessed.
Well, it's not effective most of the time, and so they found that if they pull out the main ingredients, for example, in frankincense. The main ingredient in frankincense, usually about a good frankincense, is about 40 to 45% alpha-pinene. But if you pull out alpha-pinene by itself, it does not have the same therapeutic benefit that frankincense as a whole has. So when you take a pure frankincense oil and utilize it and see those therapeutic benefits, when you pull out the main ingredient, that alpha-pinene, and just apply that, you do not get the same therapeutic effect. In fact, you get no therapeutic effect. And what they found with most of our competitors, in fact, all of our competitors, is that the result they got from isolating the alpha-pinene out of the frankincense and utilizing a competitor oil, both of those gave the same chemical effect on the body. Now, when they tested it with doTERRA's frankincense, it had a completely different effect on the body, and in fact had a positive effect on the body. And so that was that's what Roseman University found, and that's why they came to us and said, hey, we found something really, really interesting with regards to your oils. And they did this with pink pepper, frankincense, melissa oil, and On Guard.
And helichrysum too.
Yeah, and helichrysum. So it was just interesting to see how this research institute found how the actual pathway by which we see the effectiveness of these oils. So that was just it was a really interesting but very hard to grasp session.
Yeah,
but it was
most
really
of it
good.
was over my head. But what's also interesting too, and I think this is kind of fun, is we had at the Live Naturally party, we had corporate come and say hi. And they told us who company number 4 was. And so
well, company number 4 was on the slides. Basically,
yes,
company number 4
they didn't want to like expose it to everyone because that's not doTERRA's like culture. But you probably, if you're thinking right now of who our biggest competitor would be, that is the company that they tested our oils against.
That would be Young Living, because I don't really care.
Okay. Well, okay. So yeah.
But
So
yes,
there
it
you
was
go.
Young Living.
I mean, there is a difference in our oils, and
So anyway.
now I feel confident telling other people like they're not the same, and the quality is not as good as doTERRA. So, all right, guys, I think
That's it.
highlights there. So try to come next year if you can. All right, bye everyone.
Bye. We'll see you.